market averaging about, it is such a liquid market averaging about $5.6 trillion with so much potential, so much investors. Not one currency pair can rule over the other. It is a system that has been there before we were born. And if that system exists, then it's only right for a concept of the bot system like that of IPC to take full advantage of the Forex market to give us consistent income. And so that being said, this is just a brief synopsis with regards to what the Forex market is all about. Now, if you are a trader and you have been trading manually for years, you will understand that the issue of consistency, which is difficult to see in the trading aspect of a lot of traders, this bot system have been able to provide that solution. And so please, if you are the guy writing on my screen, please stop writing. It is unhealthy and it's unethical. So what then does the bot system do?
Mr. Charles,
yes,
sorry to interrupt your presentation. Actually, you can disable it. Okay, just go to your menu, your screen share menu, and then go all the way to your left, and then you get to see more. Click onto more, and then you get to see disable annotations selection there.
Okay, I have done that. Should I reshare my screen?
Yeah, just pause, stop share, and then reshare, and then it will be gone.
Okay.
Okay, really sorry.
Thank you so much. Can you see my screen again?
Yeah, we can.
Excellent.
Yes,
thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for that idea of sharing. Now, so the concept of IPC, and I'm taking my time tonight to break this business down so that we understand this. I have spent over 11 years trading in the Forex market with Madam Chinwe, and Bishop Raj and the rest. And we need you to understand that this business is bringing light to us. And that's why I tell somebody I say, look, if you have not gone through darkness, you will not appreciate light. Now, the Forex market is a risky market. It's risky in the sense because the market can work against you. And so there are not permanent returns in terms of ROI with regards to the bot system of IPC. And that's why this disclaimer is here for you to understand that this business is a risky market. It's risky in the sense that if you are not so profound in trading, you could lose your funds. But thank God we have a bot system that has a 97% trading accuracy, ensuring that there's a consistent win earnings from the Forex market. Now, this is what you need to understand, that the Forex market is a business that is being traded all over the world. It's a global space. So this business can never, ever be a Ponzi. Why? Because there's an actual trading going on in the Forex market, and that trading generates profit. And from that profit, the company IPC pays us our money. So IPC is not running a Rob Peter to pay Paul kind of system. They are running a system whereby they have to generate income from the global Forex market. Now, remember what we said, that the Forex market is risky. And because it's risky, if you have no knowledge, then there's a tendency that you will lose your capital in the markets. So how do we ensure that people stop blowing their accounts in trading in the Forex market? The stop of that loss is the bet of the concept of the IPC business. And IPC is more of a brokerage kind of system. And in that system, what you need to understand is that the traditional way of doing the concept of IB, business, is actually changing. The landscape is actually changing. Sorry, guys, I need to stop my screen and reshare again.
I think you didn't. I think you didn't disable the option.
No, I did that. But it was okay. Let me see if I can. It's actually disabled. Fine. Okay, so in the global Forex market, we're looking at daily turnovers that are going gaga, looking at $5.6 trillion being traded in the Forex market every day, and on and on. Now, the advantage of the Forex market as a trader, from the trader's perspective, is that it is a market open for 24 hours. It provides you that convenience of you running your transaction. It has a flexible system. It has huge return. It has lots of liquidity, and they have low threshold. Now, what you will understand from the trading being done by our bot system is the fact that with $100, the bots can actually trade for you. Now, it is difficult to find a bot system that can trade with a capital of as low as $100 currently in the space of Forex. But guess what, guys? The IPC system has made it possible that with as low as $100, you can be traded for in the Forex market. Now, the system of IPC is so novel that it provides an opportunity for both the novice and the experienced trader to earn consistently from the Forex market. And that system is what is bringing about the massive wealth transfer going on right now in the world through the concept of the IPC system. Now, the IPC system is not just a Nigerian thing. It's a business being done in Canada. It is done in the US. It's done in everywhere in the world. And people are excited with the results being gotten from the IP system. So how do you do your trading in a traditional system? Traditional system will either involve you doing your personal trading, you doing your copy trading, or you involving what is called an AI system. But currently, life has gone into a stage of metamorphosis. Gone are the days whereby we'll be trading manually and losing money, gaining money, losing money. There has to be a way where there's a consistent way of winning. And that approach to win consistently from the Forex market is what the bot system, which is called the AI system, has actually done for us today. So let's have an in-depth understanding of what the business of IPC is, or how this started. Now, these guys are a group of intellectuals having very vast technical knowledge. And what they started is that they started as a fintech company. And fintech, we know, it's the business of the future, creating bot system, creating intelligence system for various kind of industries and providing solution. But what they have done is that they have looked at a lucrative market called the Forex market, and they have been able to design a bot system that can help people, whether they're experienced or not, to earn consistently from the Forex market. And that company is the bet of what you call Intelligence Prime Capital. And so they are so vast in the field of fintech, and daily they are innovating on their experience. Now, it's a Canadian company, I know, and they have done all their basic registrations to ensure that, look, they are not involved in anything that's illegal. They have all the basic authorization from the government of Canada, and they have gone to get the required certification that is needed for them to run an international business. Now, I know that we have heard a lot of these things from the likes of Prof. Williams and Bishop Raj and a couple of other presenters who have done extensive work with this, but I'm getting to a point whereby I need to break this down for us to understand. In terms of spread, the company is spreading to the US, to Canada, to Nigeria, to Cameroon, to Ghana. This business is on a sporadic growth. As of today, from what I heard, we are getting to close to over 200,000 members that have joined the system, earning daily and receiving their incomes, every Saturday from this great opportunity. I recall when we got started a few months ago, myself and my great leader, the lady who God has used to be a blessing to us, Madam Chinwe, and we didn't have all the answers to all the things that needed to be answered with regards to this business. But we stepped in by faith. She registered that Saturday, and I think I registered under her. And that was how we started promoting this business. And today, this business has drastically transformed our lives. Now, what you see is the certificate of registration that was authorized by the Canadian government. By the way, the Canadian government gave the authorization to this, and these certifications are also valid for you to make your own due diligence on and for you to see for yourself. Now, FINTRAC, which is the Financial Transaction and Report Analysis Center of Canada, is a body that is authorized to ensure that financial activities are done in a manner that is legit, that is transparent, and that money laundering activities are not in any way found around it. So basically what has happened is that the FINTRAC, which is the body in charge of financial control in Canada, gave authorization for IPC to run their business. So get to think about it. If they gave an authorization for IPC to run their business, wouldn't that suggest to you that they have done very credible, sound intelligence analysis and report finding about this company before they gave their own credence and authorization to it? Obviously, that's what they have done. And so FINTRAC authorized IPC to run this business. Now, get it also that it's a two-way thing. If they authorize IPC, there has to be some monitoring on IPC itself to ensure that they work in line with the terms of the condition that the FINTRAC has been designed to work with. So FINTRAC from the back end stands as a watchdog, ensuring that IPC is in track with regards to the business they said they are doing. And so that is for me a kind of kudos and a kind of approval, because there is a body watching over IPC. So IPC cannot just operate because they want to operate and do things because they want to do it. They do it because there is a regulatory body behind the scene that is supervising all what they do. Now, here is a link with regards to the registrations and the approvals that FINTRAC had issued to IPC. And so you can look at this link later, and get more insight about it. Now, here is also the FINTRAC registry, and you can look at these links as well. Now, beyond all this, also the US Digital Asset Regulatory License was issued to IPC. So the question I got to think about, I got to ask is that, why will the US of all countries issue a digital asset regulatory license to IPC? The number one reason for that is that they've done their fact finding. And the fact finding suggests that these guys are legit, these guys are transparent, these guys are focused, and these guys have designed a program for the good of humanity. And based on this concept, that is where a lot of us got in, and we said we will promote this business. So if the US of all people can give their credence, can give their approval to the concept of IPC, then why don't you join the business? You see? So IPC cannot operate because they want to operate. IPC operates because there are bodies behind the scene tracking, monitoring the activities. And that is the beauty of the system. Now, you will also give it back to IPC because they have provided the information required for you to see the transparency in their business. IPC is not operating because they want to operate. IPC is operating with a high level of transparency, a high level of integrity. That is what this business stands for. The business stands for integrity. It stands for transparency. And the business is interested in your growth and in your welfare. So if you're not taking advantage of IPC, then you might be doing yourself a disfavor. Now, beyond the US, beyond the Canadian authorities, ASIC, which is the Australian Security and Investment Commission, also gave their kudos and authorization to IPC. So why would they do all this? They have done all this because behind the scene, they have also done their due diligence. The Canadian government approved them. The US government approved them, and the Australian government said, look, we have found and we have done due diligence studies, and these guys are absolutely legit, and we are proud of what they are saying. So that is where we have found ourselves in. And these are certifications. And again, in terms of transparency, the company has provided a link for you to go and verify the certifications that you see on the screen. And we have done our own back-end check on it. And believe me, these guys are honestly amazing. And here's Mr. Walter. He's the CEO of Intelligence Prime Capital, and he's one of the great minds in terms of finance in the world. And we're excited about that. And going forward, we also have Dr. Val, who is our CMO. We've met him a couple of times. Great individual, vast, intelligent thinking with regards to finance and planning and running of Forex. And we are proud to have him as well. So then, guys, what then was the major tick for myself and Madam Chinwe to get started with this opportunity? It was the MT4. So what then is an MT4? MT4, it's simply a world-class platform that you can use to connect to the Forex market for you to do your trading. And for trading to be done on your phone, you needed to connect straight to the MT4 environment. So the MT4 is that channel, is that window through which all trading can be done in the Forex market. So then MT4 decided to partner with IPC, and they issued all the server licenses for IPC to trade, and they issued all the approvals that they needed. Why? Because they saw the transparency in these guys. Now, for me, I told myself then, and Manachiwa, we spoke about this extensively, and what we said, look, are these trades really happening? Because I have been in Forex for over 11 years trading, right from the days of a company we started with on and on. And the truth about this whole thing is this, guys. You need to understand that what happens here, it's a live trade. There is a live trading going on, and that trade is done by the bot system. If IPC was not trading, and if I had no way to see how the trading was done, I wouldn't be in this business, because I understand how the trading, I understand when the trade was entered, how the trade was closed, what profit margin, how many pips was made, and what stop loss, whatever they use. I understand all those. So when I saw the trade happening on MT4, I said, yes, for the very first time, we have a company that is transparent enough to even show us the trade. Now, you will agree with me that a lot of companies that we know about do not show us the trades that they are using to pay their members. They only just generate profit from somewhere and say, this is the profit. But the actual declaration of the profits on how it comes live on MT4, it is difficult for those companies to show you. But with IPC, there is a high level of transparency. There is a high level of professionalism. There's a high level of helping you to understand how profits are generated every day, Monday to Friday, January to December, and how these monies are made to ensure that you keep earning. Now, we break this further in looking at this business from the broker's perspective, which I will come to, so that you understand that, look, we're not just here to play. We are here to help you succeed. And the deeper you understand the level of thinking and the nature of business happening here, then the more you will succeed. Now, why choose IPC Capital? There are so many rationales why IPC has to be your number one choice. Now, for those of you who know me, if I stand on a platform and start promoting a platform like this, know that I am sold out 100% to that platform. Now, a wide variety of trading products, including commodities, forex, cryptocurrency indices, and can and has possibilities that it can be traded on the IPC. It's a market that runs 24/7, and the market analysis. They trade with International MetaTrader 4. They provide all our users with an AI system that has a 97% accuracy. The concept of 97% accuracy is the selling point of IPC. The Genius Bot is the selling point. The Genius Bot is the product that has revolutionized the trading of Forex in the entire world. IPC has come as a business to change the metaphor of the complexity of the Forex market. The Forex market was considered a market that was too difficult to understand. Why? Because you needed to go through what is called technical analysis, fundamental analysis of market structures, have to use complex indicators like Bollinger Bands, like RSI, like stochastic, like Fibonacci's. I was a Fibonacci trader, and I understood how difficult it was for people to understand the concept of this measuring instrument. But here we are today. IPC simplifying and demystifying the concept of trading in the Forex market. And so, guys, what we have is a revolution in our hands. What we have is the biggest trading tool in our hands right now. And that's why I've said, if you have not gone through darkness in life, you will not appreciate light. 11 years ago, we were struggling to create a system like this by ourselves. We couldn't. But today, IPC has demystified the Forex market, simplified Forex to the barest minimum, that even a novice or even someone who has little or no knowledge can become a millionaire just subscribing to the bot system. And the best of it all is that our bot system is, once you have bought it, there are no subscription fees for it. What an excellent design of a business that IPC has brought to us. And so if we decide to advance further, we understand that, look, beyond what we see, the bot system works. So the question was then is, which bot is most preferable to us? Now let's look at the three kinds of bot we have. We have three kinds of bot. We have what's called a smart bot. It has a subscription fee of about $19.9. We have the brilliant bot system having a subscription of about $39.90. And we have the hottest of them all, the genius bot, having a subscription of $99.9 approximately $100. And this is the fee. Once you have bought this bot, you have bought them for life. No renewal fees are attached to all those things. And this is the beauty of it. Now, you understand also that another amazing thing about the IP system, that we do not pay subscription fees. A lot of companies that are running similar program will tell you that, look, you needed to pay subscription fees. But in this case, we don't, because the system has a well thought out model that is sustainable. If you spend some time thinking about the IPC bot system, you will understand and look at through their business model, which we'll get into. You will see how sustainable this business runs. This business is built on sustainability. As long as the Forex market exists, IPC exists. That is the equation you must have in your mind. If the Forex market exists, then the IPC system exists. Because the IPC system, the bot system, requires the Forex market, and the Forex market requires the bot system. Please, can we mute ourselves, please? And that is the beauty of this. Understanding that the Forex market is the leverage that is bringing about the wealth transfer. And the IPC system is that channel through the bot system, creating wealth for ourselves. And so the question you want to ask yourself, do you want to be known as a professional trader, trading, spending all the time looking at the charts and without getting results, or you want a system that provides the leverage for you to create massive wealth? I choose the system that provides the leverage. And that system right now is IPC. And that is why I keep telling people, look, I said, the opportunity of a lifetime must be seized in the lifetime of that opportunity. IPC is an opportunity. What you need to do as an IB, what's an IB? IB means initial broker. If you go to your back office, everybody has what is called an IB number. And that's the second part of this business I need to explain to everyone. That look, we are all IBs in this business, introducing brokers. So what is then is the concept of the IB system. The concept of the IB system is what most Forex brokers have used. If you go to Ireland, Lagos, you will see all the Forex brokers lining up. So what's an IB system? When you go to a Forex broker and you register as a partner with them, what then happens is the fact that you are given a unique ID number, and that unique ID number gives you the authorization as being a Forex broker. So what means that if you bring in people into the business, it means that as they trade, And as they make money from their trading, it means that you will keep earning part of the profits they are making consistently over and over again. So that's what the IB system is. Now, the IPC bot system was not designed just based on mere design formalities. It was designed based on certain analytical systems and strategies that have worked consistently over and over again. And so you have the inbuilt bank scalping system, you have the BS scanner, you have the bull versus bear, you have the currency strength meter, you have the currency, you have the dashboard template. All these things have been built into the IPC system to ensure that before trades are taken, 16 of this inbuilt system must come to conformity, must come to agreement, must come to unison to ensure that there is a minimal trading loss that can occur in every trading system with regards to the IP system. Now, so with the IP system, you understand that the bot does all the work for you, and why the bot does the work for you, you can then focus on some other things and make some other source of income, why the bot does all the technical thinking for you. So the IPC system is a revolution in the space of Forex. In fact, it's a complete distortion to the trading in the Forex market that we have never seen. So let's get to understand a few things. Basically, we've talked about the manual system and the AI system. The manual system has its own pitfalls, which is what we're practicing many years ago. But in the AI system, the bot does not get tired. The bot is not human. The bot does not work with emotions. The bot works with rationales and based on inbuilt programs that have been captured into the system. So what does the bot trade? The bot trades different commodities, from foreign exchange, which is the primary concern, to gold, to commodities, to oil, and coming soon is the cryptocurrency system that the bot will also be trading as well. Now, the IP system is a platform suitable for all traders. Whether you're looking for a personal trading or a copy trade, looking for an AI system, this company does everything for you from start to finish. So what are our principles? I like to look at this because these are very, very core things to me. Now, if you check, the first thing there is integrity and accountability. It's an IPC supervised by professional institutions. These are not mere words. These are words that have been carefully scripted and strictly adhere to relevant policies to ensure that operations adhere to business practice and standard. Now, IPC will continuously pursue innovations and continue to develop better quality products. And that's truth. Bigger products are about coming, and there's also room for continuous investment. Now, if we go further to look at the business model of IPC, which is the main cause of tonight's meeting, and for us to understand how this business operates, I would like to say a few things. So this is how the system works. Now, there are two models that exist. I'm going to look at the traditional model and the model that IPC has adopted. So for example, let's say, for example, I register as an IB with a Forex broker called Code Forex. Let's say there's a company called Code Forex, and I register as an IB there. And I register like an IB. Let's say I bring in Bishop Raj and register Bishop Raj with my IB business. Okay, so what happens is that if Bishop Raj is trading and he makes certain profits, once his trades are closed, certain percentiles of the profit that he has made or accumulated through his trading will be paid out to me in terms of IB commissions. Now, if I go and bring in Prof. Williams, I go and bring in Dr. Kenny and a whole lot of people into the business of my IB link in this old model, as they make profits, then I make profit as well. But here's the disadvantage. If Bishop Raj is making losses and Prof. William is making losses and Dr. Ken is making losses, then there are no more commissions that can be paid out to me as an IB business. And that has been the stumbling block that has affected, that has caused people to leave the space of Forex market because of the high level of loss and high level of no knowledge that has affected their trading potentials going forward in a consistent manner. So you see that once my sub IB starts making losses, then they are discouraged. They lose their capital. There is no one to cry to, and they decide to say that the forex market is risky. Then they leave the forex market. So see what IPC does. IPC now sat down, saw this model I just described, and said, look, what if we provide a bot system that will do all the thinking for you, that will ensure that you don't lose your trade, that will ensure you still retain your IB status, just the way I come in as an IB, I bring Bishop Raj, I bring Prof. Williams, I bring Dr. Kenny, and I bring the rest. They are still IBs to me, but the bot system with a higher thinking intelligence, with deeper insight and understanding, with more exposed rationales and concept of the market for many, many years to come, comes into play, does the trading for us, ensures that our capital are in consistent order, week in, week out, generates the profit, pays us, and we all earn IB commissions. Guys, this is the game changer. This is what IPC came to do. They came to distort the system. This is a distortion happening in the market. IPC is a revolution. And if you are smart enough, you will embrace the concept of IPC, because IPC is a game changer. This bot is extremely magical. 12 years of trading experience, 11 to 12 years trading experience, I have never seen a bot system this consistent. That from 1st of December last year to date, not one loss has been incurred. And the day a loss is probably incurred, probably I will pop a chame to say, guys, you have done excellently well. Even in the month of December, when there was no volatility, this bot system was consistent in ensuring that profits were even being paid out to us on Christmas Day. What an amazing system. So let's understand that the Forex market is risky, and there's risk involved in the Forex market, but with the IPC system, the risk is extremely minimized. And that is a huge selling point with regards to the bot system. So we have the smart bot that goes for $19.90. We have the brilliant bots going for $39.90, and the genius bot going for $99. Now, all these bots are good, but they have limitations and they have their own advantages and disadvantages. So let's look at why we will focus more on the genius bot. Now, the smart bot, the minimum deposit required is $100. And the maximum deposit requires $300. And you can only give you one to two trades in a day. That's the limit you can do, with an average of about 9 to 15% per month, depending on the market condition. For the brilliant bot, there's a 15 to 30% per month, depending on the market conditions. It's not a guarantee. It's a range that can be offered. And there's a minimum of $100, maximum of $1,000, with 1 to 3 trades per day. Now, but with the genius bot, there is a percentile range. And I like to say this categorically clear, that the IPC bot system does not guarantee you any fixed monthly returns. The market works based on market conditions, of fundamentals, of technical, all inputs affecting a particular trade. So do not say we are saying guarantee you 45%. We are saying if the market conditions are good, there is a possibility that there is a range of within 30% to about 45% that the bot can deliver. If the extreme conditions are so good in our favor, a 45% return on your capital can be achieved if the markets are favorable. So we need to get that. So the selling point for me with regards to IPC is that there are no fixed returns. IPC offers you what the market offers them. No fixed returns. There are no guaranteed returns here. Oh, the bot will guarantee me. They are not guarantees. It is the conditioning of the market. In Forex market, there can never be a guarantee because the market changes every second. It takes a genius to consistently win in the Forex market. Now, the AI bot system also has what is called a security deposit. And a lot of people need to understand this, that what they have done with this security deposit is to ensure that people don't just pull out funds out from the system, and those pull out that they are doing affects the operations of the business. So they created a 20% security deposit. So the implication of that is that if you come in with, say, $100,000, it means that 20% of $100,000, which is $20,000, is kept as security deposit within the system. Now, that does not affect your trading capital. It's still there as $100,000, but technically, there's a clause being pegged on 20%. Now, if that is the case, it means that if you have not spent over 3 months in the business, the system states that if you want to pull out your capital, which you are entitled to, is that you can only pull out 80%. So ask yourself this question: how many companies out there are willing to even allow you to touch your capital? Trust me, there are very few companies that give you the guarantee to touch your capital. IPC says you have 80% access to your capital if you are interested in making a pullout. But if you have spent 3 months in this business, you have access to 100% of your capital. So the 20% deposit ensures that the company is afloat just in case there's a decision by you to pull out, so that it doesn't affect the business, because the business must continue. Now, the bot system has a mechanism by which it works. Now, remember the illustration of what I gave with regards to the IB system that IPC has adopted. So let's say I come in as an IB here, and this is me.
Hello, FX Charles. Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Chumwei. I think FX Charles just disconnected. Can we give him some time to?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
FX Charles, are you still there? Can you hear us?
Okay, next. Yeah, thank you. Can take over while we're waiting for FX Charles to come back.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on, yeah. Let me just share screen quickly. Okay, so let us be, while we are waiting for FX Charles to join back into the meeting, so let us just talk about the conclusion of IP Capital. Okay, so what is IP Capital and what we are doing right now? Okay, so actually IP Capital is a fintech innovation company, and what we provide to our user is a varieties of fintech's product and system. Okay, and also the AIA bot system is just the beginning of IP Capital. In the future, we'll be launching a varieties of fintechs products as well. Okay, so yes, as FX Charles mentioned just now, our company has actually got regulated by FINTRAC. And yes, FINTRAC is here to supervise our business. Okay, and also we are not only holding the FINTRAC license, but we are holding the license from MSP, a digital assets management license. Okay, and also yes, we have just gotten regulated by ASIC as well. Okay, so yes, what IP Capital AIA bot is doing currently is our bot system will be trading for everyone on MT4, and also the bot system will be analyzing the market data for every one of you. Okay, so our bot system has actually achieved a winning rates of up to 97%, which means that within 100 trades, there will be only 3 losing trades for our bot system. And what makes our bot system so powerful is our bot will not be only trading by using the fundamentals analysis, but it has its very own AI algorithm and a total of 16 different built-in trading analysis system. And that is how our bot can achieve such a high winning rates. Okay, so yes, I think FX Charles' connection is not stable. Oh, yep. Okay, hold on. He's joining into the room right now. Just give him a moment. Yep. He just joined back into the group.
Next, you
Okay.
can try to accept him in. He's trying to join.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, he's in.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for that happened. It was the network threw me out, but we'll resume in earnest. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, can you guys all see my screen, please? Yeah. So basically,
we can.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm so sorry. So basically, what happens here is that there's a leadership structure that has been infused into place, and based on your leadership level, certain commissions are paid to you. For example, for a leader, for you bringing people into the business, you earn a 5% commission. If you're a supervisor, you earn 6% of their trading capital. If you are a senior manager, you earn 7%, departmental manager 8%, regional manager 9%, mine director 10%, and a shareholder, you earn 10%. So if you're in the category of a shareholder, then it means that there's a lot in store for you. Now, guys, this is where the crux of the matter is. This is where the millions are made every Saturday with regards to this business. Now, remember the concept of the IB I gave when I said, if you come in, let's say I come in, I bring Bishop Raj as a sub IB, registers with my link, and he brings his own people to register. Now, instead of us doing the trading by ourselves, as per the old system of how a lot of brokers would have been operating up to now, IPC decided to take a different route entirely, providing you with an automated bot system that ensures that it does the trading for you, does the winning for you, and gives you the cash. Guys, what else can you expect? And that is why, look, we must guide IPC with every strength we have in our lives. Why? Because this is a business that is going to make people extremely wealthy going forward. So what have they done as a system that is unique? And that system is embedded on one thing called the management bonus. Now, remember what I said, every one of us is an IB. As an IB, you have your IB number in your back office. And thank God that Bishop Raj does a lot of justice to that when he does his back office training. You will see your IB number. So this is the case. Now, you come into the business as a leader. And as a leader, 3 expectations are required from you. First, you must have a minimum investment of at least $100, which is called a personal investment. You must have a personal sales. Personal sales means that the people who are IBs, who have been registered with your IB link. Remember I said we are all IBs in this business. IB means introducing broker. So once you come in as an IB and you have sub-IBs, then it means that you have a personal sales. Now, if your sub-IBs also bring in their own sub-IBs, it means that the total of your sub-IBs generate what is called a group sale. And if that equates to $100 of personal sales, personal investment, and $500 of personal sales, and group sales of 1,000, then you qualify as a leader. So what then is the benefit of a leader? Now the system is structured into a 20-level depth. There's a 20-level depth in the IP system. Now the IP system is not a system that does the balancing of legs. No, we don't do that here. Those are outdated systems. We do what is called a unilevel system, whereby there are no balancing of legs. And if you understand the typical nature and typical character of a unilevel system, you understand that the more people you have in your first generation as a unilevel system, then the more income you are making. And I teach this as a strategy when I talk about the IPC system, because the levels are categorized into 20 layers and there are different percentiles per layer. So on the surface, which is your first level, there's a 30% percentile, there's a 20 percentile, there's a 10 percentile, 4 to 6, there's a 5 percentile, 7 to 9, 3 percentile, 10 to 14, 2 percentile. And if you get to a shareholder level like myself, I'm an Anchiwe and Bishop, then you understand the depth of your depth, taking it down to your 20 level. So what does this all translate to? That is the explanation we want to see. So the 30 percentile means that for all the trading profits that your first IB generation makes, it means that 30% of their weekly profits will be paid out to you as what? As to say thank you. Now remember, in the old IB system, if I was in a company, if I was in an IB company called, say, Cold Forex, for example, Cold Forex. If I was in Cold Forex, it means that if my downlines, which are my IBs, are not making profits, then I don't enjoy this 30 percentile. But in the IPC system, because I'm in the IPC system and the bot does the automated trading for me, ensuring that there's a 90%, 7% trading win, it means that I then enjoy 30 percentile of their weekly profits. And you know what? It is paid out to me every Saturday. Now, if I grow to supervisor, it means that I have now the ability to earn up to my second generation, meaning that on my first generation of my IBs, I earn 30 percentiles. On my sub IBs, I earn 20 percentiles. On my senior manager level, that depth took me to 10% to 10 percentiles. And week in, week out, to my 20th generation, you have this cash cow called IPC that you need to milk every week and create massive wealth for yourself. However, there are different requirements to climb to each level. Now, to be a shareholder, you need to have your personal investment, which is your trading capital of at least $10,000. Your personal should mean that the people you have brought into the business directly, which are your IBs, have to have $100,000. And your sub IBs, your sub IBs, you know, extending down from your third generation down, have to have capital worth $1 million. Guys, once you achieve the shareholder ranking, you will see the massive wealth transformation that will come to you on a weekly basis. The managing directors are not left out. You have a 10,000 personal investment. You have a personal sales of $30,000. You have a group sales of $300,000, and you end up to your 14th generation. Now, within the 14th and the 20th, there's a huge gap of 6 levels deep. And that can cause the huge difference in earning potentials. But here is the catch, guys. If you want to succeed in the IPC business and earn a lot of money, make sure you have your first generation extending into infinity. You must have a lot of quality people with quality capital as IBs under your first generation, and teach them to do the same thing for their own people. So if they do that and your second generation does what you do, and your third generation does what you also doing, then there's a massive wealth for everybody. Based on this classification and this explanation, it is practically impossible for you to label IPC a Ponzi. Never. IPC can never, ever be a Ponzi. Why? because they operate based on the principles of how Forex brokers operate. This is what all Forex brokers do all over the world. The only difference here is that IPC has automated their process. The automation of their process has what has led to the kind of wealth transformation we are seeing our members experience. Now, good news, guys, if you are a shareholder, the global pools are going to be shared. As I can see, the global pools are rising. If you're a shareholder and managing director come the 27th midnight or 28th, then this pool goes to you. So what then is the advantage of this pool? This pool is to reward you for your hard work. A lot of shareholders have worked hard. They have built teams, they have built structures, they have traveled, they have done a lot of things, and will remain grateful to our great leader, Madam Chinwe, for saying yes to this opportunity, and for Mr. Nate and Mr. Eddie and every great leader who are working behind the scene, ensuring that a lot of things are advancing with this opportunity. Now, this global bonus is transparent. You know, I speak about transparency because this company is built on threshold of transparency and sustainability. They are transparent enough to show you how the shareholders pool and how the management pool are trickling down on a daily basis in terms of earnings. You can see that practically from your back office. And you can even know how many shareholders are going to be sharing from this pool. Guys, tell me, which other company right now has the effrontery, has the temerity to display this level of transparency? The answer is that there is none. And that is why we are pulling our hands together and we are putting our heads together to ensure that this business is sustained for many years to come. Now, there are 4 steps to earn in the IPC system. First, you purchase and you subscribe to the AI bot system, and you receive trading commissions. And when you refer people, you also earn commissions based on your leadership structure. And users receive the sponsorship bonus when users subscribe for the bot system. Then you enjoy up to 20 levels management depths, you know, in terms of how these things work. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is this: IPC is a God-sent opportunity. You either embrace it or you face your poverty. And this is what Prof. Williams usually tell me. He said, look, if you don't take risk, you can never embrace riches. Life is built on risk. Everything in life is built on risk. Sleeping and waking up is risk. Putting your money in the bank is risk. Everything is risk. But what if there is a good risk like IPC that you can't afford not to miss? I told someone, look, by June this year, it might be too late for you to join IPC because the rate at which IPC is expanding and exploding. Before you go and start speaking to people about IPC, the whole world has known about it. So here is a user guide with regards to how the bot system works. So let's say, for example, I bring in Mr. say Prof. Williams, for example, and he buys the Genius bot for $1,000, you know, and this is it. So what happens is that I will earn this percentile in terms of 45%, you know, which is that value there. And if I multiply that for 6 months and I'm consistent with that, then I keep earning that amount of money. Now, if you break this down and we break it down and we go down to the point, you know, now when I looked at this as well, earning up to $5,000 per month, you see, a lot of people are earning this per week right now. They are not earning this per month. And so when IPC designed this material, they looked at it that people could earn this per month, but with the hard work that people have pumped into this opportunity, especially in Nigeria, people are earning this per week. I know people who earn $5,000 per week. And I convert that to Naira, you will see the benefit with regards to all that. Now, this is also another illustration whereby if you build a large team, there's the potential that you could be earning you could be earning up to $159,000 per month with regards to this. And the truth is that a time will come in this business where people will be earning this per week. I think this might be a prophecy already, but I know that a time will come where people will earn $159,000 per week with regards to this business. And it's not far-fetched. Now, this is what you need to understand, that life will always give you the opportunity to succeed. You choose excuses if you want, or you choose to drive the opportunities. The truth remains, IPC has come to stay. Whether you like it or not, this business is going to flourish. What you need to do is to connect yourself to this amazing opportunity. And as I said, a wise man will take advantage of opportunities. And that is why he said, my people are destroyed because they lack knowledge. Solution has come. Light has come through a woman called Madam Chinwe. She has brought light. That light is illuminating our lives, taking us away from the claws of poverty. IPC is the leverage to create massive wealth for the year 2022. At this point, I want to appreciate the management of IPC. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Thank you, Mr. Nate. Thank you, the CEO. Thank you, my great sister and friend, Madam Chinwe. Thank you, all the great leaders, for all the great work you do. And I end with this final note. Take advantage of this opportunity while it is still fresh, because the night comets where no man can do nothing. God bless you guys. See you next time. And thanks for the opportunity, Madam Chinwe and Mr. Nate. Bye for now.
Thank you, FX Charles, for the wonderful presentation. Okay, so yes, before we move on to the next testimony session, just wanted to make a simple conclusion on the business model. Okay, so actually, yes, actually in IP Capital, we're not only offering one single income, but we're offering two different income. The first income is the passive income. After you have subscribed to the bot and deposit a trading capital into the bot system, and the bot system will be generating a profit for you every single day, except the weekends, of course, the Saturday and Sunday, okay? Because Saturday will be our payday, okay? And also, yes, if after you have subscribed to the bot, you go and promote this bonus, this business, what you'll be getting is all the bonuses that has been just mentioned by FX Charles just now. So yes, this is basically the business model of IP Capital. The more you promote, the more you will get to earn. Okay, so now I would like to pass it to Bishop Raj for the testimony session. Bishop Raj, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great.
Mr. Nate, and that was an electrifying presentation by the Oracle himself with a lot of passion, and I want to appreciate that presentation. Again, we're here into the testimony time, and I also want to state how we want it to run. This is not a time for question and answers, please. If you have been a member of IPC for perhaps 1 week or more, you would have something, you would have experienced something. I know IPC has been a blessing to many, and some have experienced some positive things in their life. Please, so that it doesn't look like a solicitation for people to invest, you know, at risk, you may not mention amounts like I made XYZ. Just let us know you were profitable, you made some profits. You may not necessarily mention the amount, so it doesn't look like we're enticing people. The fact is that the business works and you have a testimony to share. So I'm going to lower all the hands up right now. I'm assuming some of the hands up here are up because people want to ask questions. Please, this is not a question and answer time. If you are given an opportunity to speak and it turns out that you are asking questions, we will unmute you without apologies. So please, let's follow it the way the management wants us to do it. This is a question, this is a testimony time. We have other Zoom sessions that hold all through the week leaders hold Zoom sessions every day of the week, including Sunday. And Thursdays, we have technical meetings where we will help you resolve some questions. However, if you have questions to ask, please put them in the chat box. We have Mr. Nate in the house. We have FX Charles in the house. We have Madam Chinwe in the house. We have Mr. Hillary. And all these, your questions will be responded to. If there's a need to give a voice response to your questions, then you have them. I'm lowering all the hands now. And please, if you have testimonies to give, kindly just raise up your hands and then we'll give you the opportunity to do that. Yes, I will call Maximize Wealth. So let's have a female for our first person today. Maximize Wealth.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, FS Charles, for that amazing presentation. As usual, wow, grateful. Thank you, Madam Chinwe, for bringing IPC to Nigeria, and it has escalated to the UK, and I'm grateful. Yes, actually, it's a wonderful business. Absolutely wonderful that every week I get paid apart from my trading capital. What an amazing business. And I trust that it has come to stay. As simple as I don't want to waste time to give other people a chance. Thank you, Mr. Nate, Mr. Eddie, for all you do. Madam Chinwe, God bless. Thank you, Dr. Falabi, for always being my wonderful, top, amazing leader who has introduced IPC to me and my people in America and over here in the UK. So I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you, Maximize. Well, thank you, madam, and for attesting to the fact that we have members in UK, we have members in US, very, very important. And I want to appreciate that. I can see Diamond Loretta. Could you please unmute yourself and let us hear from you? Is Diamond Loretta in the house? Okay, I'll push it on to Bashir Suleiman. Bashir Suleiman, please unmute yourself and let's hear you. Hello, Bashir Suleiman.
Yes. Loretta is here.
Oh, please, go ahead, madam.
Yes, I appreciate the presentation by Oracle. I am one of the people that are enjoying IPC business. I have one I've been enjoying, but I saw this one as almost better. I joined this business 1 month and a half. And exactly the day I became 1 month and a half, I saw myself becoming regional manager, and what I saw as my weekly pay, I couldn't believe it. I just want to thank every leaders in this company and the company, the corporates of this company for giving us such opportunity. I am talking from Lagos. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Your testimony resonates with that of many. I've heard of persons who, during the corona, like Madam Chinwe will say, IPC came to ameliorate what happened during the corona. I have a testimony. I would look for that person and let him share his testimony here with us one day. He was at the verge of taking his life because of the hardship that came. And today, he laughs and smiles molar to molar, courtesy of IPC. Bashir Suleiman, are you online, please? Mr. Bashir Suleiman, are you online? Oh, you are not. I'll be giving room to Mr. Temple. Mr. Temple, over to you, sir.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Mr. Temple.
Just every time since last week, anytime I attend any of these meetings, I get this saliva coming from my mouth. Yeah. I will tell everybody here that I pray for IPC every day because nobody in this platform needs IPC like I do. I pray for the success of this company every day. You will not understand. I was introduced to this business on the 13th of December, on the 11th actually. My upline sent me his live account, and I was like, yeah, but this guy to send me live account with you. I mean, this is serious. Within 2 days, I keyed in with $1,000. Right now, my account is reading 8,000. The bonuses are real. They come as at when due. I see tremendous growth. And guys, guess what? By the grace of God, I'm going to be a shareholder within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Temple.
By the grace of God, I'm going to be a shareholder within the next 2 weeks. And I tell you people, I entered into Forex via IML. Some of us know IML. But it failed for me because they do not have the technical capacity to build Nigerians because of our mentality. But the work you guys are doing, I would applaud you. It has been tremendous. There is no perfect system, but we work to gain perfection all the time. We live our life trying to gain perfection, to be better than what we were yesterday. Yeah, there are big challenges, but IPC has shown me that they are ready to face these challenges, get them sorted out, and give us the future we want. If you want to live successfully, this is the place for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Temple. Thank you so much. Let's give room to the City of Peace. The City of Peace, would you want to unmute yourself, please? And let us hear from you. User with the name The City of Peace.
Yes, good evening, sir. Then good morning.
Good evening, sir. And good morning. Good afternoon. It's all good.
Yes. The reason is because, you know, before I joined IPC, it was terrible. It was very, very terrible. And I call IPC as a restoration. So immediately I joined. With that is 1 month and some 2 weeks now. And in fact, I've grown to a maximum that I cannot tell now, but it amazed myself because there are people that I have in Canada and other places. I never call them to business, they join, but when I call them for IPC, they all come in. And in fact, to my surprise, someone is even coming with $100,000.
Wow.
Can you imagine? It's only IPC that I call someone and he has promised to bring such amount. And I think I always pray every morning for IPC because at least for God to favor us for 3 years, so that at least just for 3 years, not even beyond 3 years, just 3 years, for us to change our life and our families, our friends together. Thank you so much.
IPC is going more than 3 years. From your accent, are you from Ghana?
Yes, I'm from Ghana, but I'm in Lagos.
Charlie?
Yes.
No problem. We'll meet at the Nations Cup. No problem. Let's leave that. Let's see if we can pick Waziri. Maybe just Waziri and one more person. Waziri, are you online, please?
Yes, sir. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
I want to first of all thank FS Chat for demystifying this presentation because I have a great prospect that really need the level of information that he has passed across. Beyond that, IPC have actually redefined the future for me, where working on a paid job looks like, when can you ever achieve certain kind of lifestyle, especially for your kids and your parents and friends. But with IPC today, the future looks more clearer, the vision, the dreams comes alive. Yeah. I can boldly tell my entire family that, look, take this. When they come for XYZ demands, I have never said no. I always have something at my Binance wallet to just change and send across. I see the happiness on their face. IPC don't know what they are doing to people in the world, especially the less privileged. They have done so much, and I can guarantee you that there's a backing of God in IPC. So let's all of us collectively agree and pray for IPC, for wisdom, for grace, and sustainability, because I know they are doing their bit, but we should ensure that God also support them, because there are a lot of things we can change in our life. And it is very important for every members of IPC that has benefited a lot should have time for the less privileged to put a smile in their life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Waziri. I think the last person we will call up today, Rachel Amadi. If you are online, please unmute yourself and let's hear your testimony.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
Before you go on, hello, Rachel. Before you go on, Mr. Bishop Raj, please can we take 3 more people, please?
Oh,
just
sure.
For today. Yes,
3 more aside Rachel, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no problem, madam.
Where is that?
Yeah,
all
Sister
right.
Rachel, over. Oh, sorry. Rachel, kindly please unmute yourself again.
Okay, so good evening. Thank you so much, Madam Chinwe. Thank you so much, FX Charles, for the electrifying session, for the training. I just want to thank God for this opportunity. Honestly, last year was really very terrible for me. In fact, I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of friends. In fact, I was at the verge of, I even became suicidal at some point because I felt I had lost it all, yeah? So, but this opportunity came in October, and I was like, because I lost to Forex, so I was very skeptical. I was like, no, I'm not doing after what just happened to me and all that. But thankfully, FX House came to my city in December, and after the seminar, I became more comfortable, and then I joined in December. And today, in fact, hey God, I don't even know how to thank God, honestly. I'm still a departmental manager though, but I know that very soon I'm going to become a regional manager very soon, sometime maybe in March, maybe first or second week. And I have an amazing team in Canada. I have an amazing team in Saudi. And I also have an amazing team in Nigeria here. So I just want to say thank you all so much, Mr. Nate. You guys are just doing an amazing, amazing job. And I just pray that IPC continues to live for, stay sustainable for a very long time, not even 3 years. Please, I want 10, 20, 50 years. In fact,
now you are getting my prayer point. You are now coming to my prayer point. The city of peace, increase your prayer point.
I'm done praying. Once I'm done praying for my family, I pray for IPC. Thank you all so much for this amazing opportunity. I love each and every one of you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Almost every person who joined IPC, everybody around them know about IPC. If you have quiet time, all the children know about IPC. Yeah, let me call up Mr. Eric. Mr. Eric, kindly unmute yourself and let's hear from you. Mr. Eric.
Thank you, Bishop Raj. Good day to each and everyone. Hey. And yes, like my colleagues have said, personally too, I have lost in a lot of days forex trading and other things because I was doing it manually. I was introduced to this by Gordon, but I was a bit skeptical about it. But I managed to get some few CDs to put in on the 5th of December last year. And the way the progress is going on, it's marvelous. It's marvelous. So, though, because of some things I went through, some networking, I introduced a lot of people and it backfired and other things. Personally, now I don't have anyone under me.
Yeah.
Though I've been speaking to them, but yes, they are also being cautious. So, but all in all, I enjoy and I'm happy about the way things are moving on.
And your balance is growing.
It is growing. It is growing. And all that I want to say is that IPC has come to stay. So I'll urge each and everyone to stay calm whilst we keep on enjoying our profits that are dropping in each and every day. My next request is if it will be, I would like to know how I can get access to the recorded version so that day in and day out, I can, when Zoom meeting is not in place, I will play and then listen and then get more versed in it so that I can also strategize to bring people on board.
No problem. Madam Chinwe, we respond to that during when she's giving her closing remarks, how you get the recorded version. But again, I appreciate the fact you brought out, you don't have to be somebody who wants to bring in people. When FS Charles was explaining, he explained 4 ways of earning from IPC. The first one is the most important one, which is first subscribing, or rather getting the bot and let it trade for you. In fact, in IPC, if you don't subscribe to the bot, you can't invite anyone. You don't get a referral link. Yes, somebody spoke about, I think it was Rachel, regional manager. I remember something funny that happened recently. I have a friend who's been working at the bank in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria, for well over 13 years now. And recently I asked him and he said he was a regional manager. And I was like, wow, good for you. He said, well, that he's been working for the bank for 13 years. He's not even a branch manager. Now IPC has made him a regional manager. So I told him to laminate that thing and put in his house and tell himself he's a winner. So if your job has made you look like a loser, IPC is here to make you look, to actually make you be a winner and put money in your pocket. Why doing that? I'm going to call on Mr. Chinedu Chukwu. Mr. Chinedu Chukwu, can you please unmute yourself and let us hear from you?
All right, thank you so much, team. Thank you so much, IPC colleagues. I want to confirm, please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
We can hear you, Mr. Chinedu. Please go ahead. Right.
So for me, when I hear people testifying, they don't know how far somebody like me has gone for the past years in terms of losing money and the effort I put in to achieve some of the successes, the little success I made in the previous network. I joined IPC at the 1st of December, but the truth about it is, as I speak to you now, I'm just myself, I'm going to delay myself to become a regional manager because I have already, the last 2 are all green. It just left for me to top up my own investment. Personal investment. That's the only thing that is less since last week. So that is the level, and I know how much I've been making, you know, but just slowing myself down. Not really, it's not an IPC team fault. It's my team are working very well. So I want to thank the IPC team with less stress, less effort, but I'm making so much money. That's working for me. So I want to appreciate the team and also pleased to make a special appeal to look at the concerns of the team members in terms of the little hitches. For me, it affected my growth. I know how many people who comes in per week, but throughout last this week, the registration slowed down because of something that happened within a few days ago. So
don't worry, all of that will be sorted. I'm sure Nate will also give us some new things coming up. I'm sure you saw the information, the announcement that was made by IPC earlier in the day. You got that right? Fine. Yeah. So that shows like they're really working. They are feeling the pulse of the clients and they're making efforts to make things work out. The last person I'll be calling on, thank you, Mr. Chinedu, will be Mr. Tunji Feishara. So can we have you unmute yourself and let's hear from you, Mr. Tunji? Is Mr. Tunji still here?
Thank you very much. I can't believe that you call me. I can't believe. I have been thinking in my mind. Hope this man will call me today.
Well, the point is that they are over 60 hands up. We just cast the lost.
It's just the Spirit of God that led you. It's great. It's great to be part of this. It's great to be part of this.
Bishop, please check your chat.
Okay, no problem. Please go ahead.
Okay, it's great to be part of this team. I joined about 5 weeks ago, and then when I came in, I've been doing networking. I've been doing that, but you know the issue is that I want to be clear. I want to be sure what I'm doing. Then when I came into the business, my testimony today is not personal mine. I'm sharing testimony on behalf of my colleagues in the office who collected loan and want to venture into palm oil business. You know, and I told her, why will you go and put money in palm oil? You buy now and wait till October. Why not put the money in IPC? And you'll be withdrawing every weekend. And she had what I'm saying. And I'm talking to you now. Every day she's full of joy and happiness. When I see the joy on her face, how happy she is, I'm happy that I'm able to share that knowledge to her. And that's what gladdens my heart as a person. That I'm able to at least affect her life. And she sees me today and appreciate that. Thank you for introducing. Because the first week, she collected 16,000 naira as a profit. The second week, she popped the money. She collected 25,000 naira. Now, the withdrawal that is a bit delayed now, it's about 57,000 naira she's withdrawing. Therefore, in recent, she's always happy. Telling me that, and she has informed every other our colleagues too, and all of them have joined. Therefore, it gives me great joy and happiness that the information I give to someone is transforming the life of that person. And he begins to dream a big dream. And thanks to IPC, my prayer every day is that it will surpass our generation. And the system will keep on better and better a lot of life for people. People say it is not possible, but I tell them it's possible. I'm having an evidence. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll call it a wrap here on the testimonies today. If I didn't call you maybe on Friday, we will do that. And of course, if you've given testimonies before, please don't raise up your hand on Friday so we could let this spread around. We'll be having this meeting again on Friday. Friday's meeting is at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Remember to bring along your prospects. I'll be handing over now to Mr. Nate to take it over from here.
Okay, thank you, Bishop Raj, for taking the testimonies. Okay, so actually, once again, thank you everyone for joining into our weekly seminar tonight. If your downline have missed this, make sure that let them know. On every Tuesday or Friday, we'll be having this weekly seminar, okay? Tuesday will be 7 p.m. and Friday will be 8 p.m. Nigerian time. And also, we do have technical seminar on every... Sorry, Bishop Raj, may I know when is the technical seminar already?
It's 8 p.m. on Thursday.
Yes, 8 p.m. on Thursday. We'll be talking about how to register, how to check your MT4 trading history, how to walk into your MT4. Okay, so yes, once again, thank you everyone for joining into tonight's seminar, and especially thank you to FX Charles, the Oracle himself, for making the presentation. And also thank you, Bishop Raj, for helping me in the Q&A session and also taking care of the testimony session. And now I would like to invite our country representative again to make a closing speech for us. Mrs. Chimre.
Hello, Nate, and good evening once again, everyone. Wow. I can say wow 1 million times. You know, I am super excited tonight. And first of all, let me start by appreciating the Oracle himself, FX Charles. When we said that today is a special day, it wasn't a mistake. You know, Oracle came and did justice to this presentation tonight. Just like always, we appreciate you once again, FX Charles, and we're appreciating you, Bishop Raj, the technical Oracle himself. I appreciate you, and every other team, and Nate, I appreciate you for all you do. And sleepless night, we are making you guys to go through every day just to keep this platform running. We sincerely appreciate you. And I want to thank every one of us this is our first time attending to this seminar. And for the benefit of those that have joined us late, my name is Mrs. Chinwe. And I want to say that tonight, you joining us is not by a mistake. Tonight, you decide to take a decision after hearing us. I tell you, in the next 4 or 5 weeks, you'll be one of our testifiers. And I want to say, Bishop Raj, we are going to form a church here, because the way everybody is praying for IPC, honestly, I'm overwhelmed and I'm super excited. Yes, like the last testifier said that he's so happy that someone he introduced into a business is happy. That's the same way I am so happy, you know, I'm overwhelmed with the rate of happiness that is coming out from this business, the way people are testifying, you know, the kind of, you know, pains that are being lifted from this joining this business, the kind of bills and all that joy this business has brought to so many families. You know, this business came and is lifting people financially. You know, they said there's some sicknesses that money can cure. Many sicknesses that money can cure. You can see that with IPC, so many sicknesses are being cured. So I want to say thank you for IPC, for standing by your word, for not disappointing, for not derailing from the promise you make to him. I want to say thank you, IPC, for this effort that you guys are making. And I join the host of heaven that are praying for you, that IPC will stay 10 years in coming. Today, I want to say that IPC is one of those companies that has standing by their word, and they promise that they will stand by integrity, and they are keeping by it. You know, people used to say this, that if you have anything that is making money, that is paying your bills, you have to guide it jealously. And that is what we are doing. No matter the little glitches we're having in the system, it is normal in anything that has to do with online, even offline, even in the banking system itself. Sometimes you will transfer money in the bank 3 days, 4 days, your receiver has not gotten it. So it's even with the POS, everything happens. It does all these things does that. So it's a normal thing. So you people should feel free. There's nothing to panic. There's nothing to worry about. IPC is running, and the technical team are working around the clock to fix whatever that is happening, that is going on with the system. And I'm so happy today that I've gotten so many calls that people are telling me that they are getting their Saturday withdrawals paid. So I'm super excited, and I'm happy. I'm believing by before tomorrow ending, so many maybe over 90% must have gotten paid, you know. So relax, and I don't want this panic. This IPC is not like other company. IPC is a different ball game altogether. So please feel free, and if there's anything that we need to do, is to pray for this company. You know, pray for the technical team, pray for the management of IPC. So that I want to tell you tonight, there's nothing to worry about. If by Wednesday, Thursday, I believe we must all have gotten our payments. So everybody should rely. Feel free, do your normal business. And IPC, they are doing their work. And I don't want everybody to go about panicking, talking what is not, because IPC is a company with integrity. So for those asking for the recorded version of this program, for this seminar tonight, by tomorrow, before tomorrow evening, the recorded version will be ready. So I want to thank you, and we can't hesitate. We can't wait to have you back in our Friday meeting, which is going to hold by 8 p.m. on a Friday evening. So thank you once again. Thank you, our international members, for joining us. All the people across the globe. So we want to thank you all for what you are doing, for pushing the energy that you are using to push this business across the web. I want to thank every one of you. And I want to tell you tonight, the decision you will take tonight is a decision that you will not regret. So thank you once again. And I want to say good night to everyone as we wait our payment, and the management is working around the clock to settle all the glitches online. Thank you, and God bless all of us.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Chimwei. And yes, as we mentioned, everything will be sorted out soon, okay? So please don't be worried with the withdrawals issue, as long as you have submitted your emails, your wallet address, and also your withdrawal amount. And then yes, we'll help you to sort it out, okay? And also please remember that we will be having an upgrades on tomorrow morning, okay? So yes, once again, thank you everyone for joining into the seminar. I'll see everyone in the next seminar. Thank you. Bye-bye.